Hello everyone. Today let's look up at the sky, at the universe, and ask a question we've all quietly wondered: how did this world come to be? It's a question humans have asked for ages. When we gaze up at the star-filled sky, we can't help but feel curious about how it all began. Ancient Thai people weren't so different from us. They too pondered this mystery and passed down stories to explain it. Stories that are both strange and astonishing. In Buddhist cosmology, it's said that the universe, as we know it, didn't always look like this. Before there was a sun, moon, or even stars, the cosmos was entirely dark and filled with nothing but water. There was no light at all, just pitch black void. But there were beings called Abhassara Brahmas living in a higher realm. These beings had no gender, radiated their own light, and could fly through the air. They lived in divine mansions and enjoyed incredibly long lifespans. When their merit ran out, they died and were reborn into this dark, flooded universe, a world that was beginning to recover from the destruction of the previous cycle. At that time, the old world had ended, and a new one was slowly taking shape. During this phase, something appeared called earth crust, or nguyen din, described as rich and creamy like clarified butter, fragrant and sweet. These newly reborn beings saw it and tasted it. That first taste gave rise to desire. From a little sampling, they ate more and more. As they consumed it greedily, the divine radiance that once shone from their bodies faded away. And with that fading, the universe changed. The sun, the moon, day and night, and the seasons appeared. Buddhist tradition explains that the universe began because of desire. After losing their radiant light, these beings developed gross bodies, with skin that varied, some fair, some dark. They noticed these differences and began to scorn one another, filled with vanity and contempt. As their pride and conflict grew, the fine, delicious nguyen din disappeared and was replaced with rougher food, becoming coarser over time. Eventually, the final form of this food was divine wheat, which had no husk or bran, and when harvested would sprout again on its own. But greed grew. They began to hoard it, not just day by day, but for longer and longer. Because of this hoarding, the self-renewing divine wheat stopped growing. They had to start farming it themselves. During this time, male and female sexes appeared for the first time. Beings began to feel sexual attraction and to secretly have intercourse. In the beginning, this act was seen as vile and shameful, but as time passed, it became more and more common until it was accepted as normal. They even built houses to hide these acts from public view. And with houses came laziness, the desire for comfort, and even more hoarding of food. All this led to disputes and divisions. That's how they truly became human in the sense we understand. Buddhist cosmology also offers fascinating ideas about the size of the universe. According to the Kulani Sutta, the largest unit of space is called a Great World System, which is said to contain 100,000 kotis of universes, a figure often glossed as a trillion or so. But it's important to know that the Buddhist idea of a universe is the domain that the sun and moon illuminate. In modern terms, you might imagine it roughly like a solar system. And what does a single universe contain? According to early Buddhist texts, it has one sun, one moon, Mount Seneru at its center, 4 great continents, Jambadepa, Aparagoyana, Uttarakuru, and Pubavadeha, 4 great oceans, 4 guardian kings, the Chatu Maharajika, 6 heavenly realms, and the Brahma world above. Mount Seneru, or Mount Meru, is the cosmic mountain at the universe's center. Ancient commentaries say its summit is home to the heaven of the 33 gods, or Trisimsa, ruled by Indra. The 4 continents and oceans lie arranged around it. Jambudipa is our world, our human realm. The other 3 continents are described as places of other humans or alien humans in a way, with lifespans different from ours. Trapum Prai Ruang, an old Thai cosmological text, explains that humans in Jambudvipa have lifespans that vary depending on their karma. The better their actions, the longer their lives. Meanwhile, the other continents' inhabitants have fixed lifespans: 100 years in Pupavidaya, 400 years in Apara Guyana, and 1,000 years in Uttara Kuru. Above the human world are the 6 heavenly realms of desire: Chatumaharajika, Tavatimsa, Yama, Tusita, Nimanarati, and Paranimiti Vasawati. Each is more refined than the last. From Yama upward, these heavens lie higher than the sun, needing the light of divine gems and the being's own radiance for illumination. Indra rules the Tavatimsa heaven, famous in Thai culture. There, on Mount Meru, stands the Chulamani Stupa, said to enshrine the hair the Bodhisattva cut off beside the Anoma River before his great renunciation. Indra, seeing this with his divine eye, retrieved the hair and had it enshrined so that the gods could pay homage. Higher still is the Brahma world, accessible to beings who have attained deep meditation, jhana. The Brahma realms divide into 2 categories: the Rupavasara, form Brahma realms with 16 levels, where Brahmas have radiant, majestic bodies, and the Arupavasara, formless Brahma realms with 4 levels, where beings exist as pure consciousness without form. But even the universe is not eternal. Buddhist teachings say it too perishes. In the Surya Sutta, the Buddha described how the universe will end. Over vast periods, more suns will appear, one by one, until there are 7 in the sky. Their heat will become unbearable. Oceans will dry up completely. Even Mount Meru will burn. This is the world-ending conflagration known as the Mahapralaya, or world-consuming fire. Tripum Prai Ruang elaborates that after everything is burned away, the flames will reach up to the Brahma realms and stop there. The fire will blaze for an immeasurably long time before rain begins to fall, first as tiny particles, then growing to the size of houses, and finally like water bursting from shattered jars. This rain will fall for 1 asangaya, an inconceivably long time, flooding everything up to the Brahma realms. Eventually, winds will blow to dry the waters, new land will appear, a new universe will emerge, and once again, the cycle will begin, with beings descending from higher realms, tasting the new world's crust, giving rise to desire, and repeating the cycle without end. These stories are not scientific accounts, but reflections of how ancient people tried to explain the cosmos with the knowledge and imagination they had. They show us one thing very clearly: humans have never stopped asking, how did this world begin? And no matter how many answers we find, that question remains as vast and mysterious as the universe itself.